Until 2006, I never understood what was the big deal about owning a dog or having a dog at your home. I have heard over the years that pets are just as much part of the family as siblings, but until then, never believed it. I just never believed an animal could provide as much companionship as a human. When I think of pets, I think of goldfish, birds, hamsters, rabbits, and so forth of living beings that don't have much of a personality as humans and therefore incapable of providing love. The year before, I was attacked by a neighbor's small dog just for entering my house. Then in 2006, Murphy joined our family. We got her from a woman who owned a lot of dogs in Woodstock, New York. When I was introduced to her, that was when I began to understand how loving dogs are and, to an extent, how other pets can be just as loving. When Murphy saw me for the first time, she jumped on me and kissed me. I noticed that everywhere I went, she would follow me. When I sat on the couch to either rest or watch TV, she would jump up next to me and snuggle me. By then, I agreed that pets of any kind can be just as much part of the family as humans. Sadly, Murphy left us suddenly in 2012, but we will always have loving memories of her. Murphy was 13. I heard about Pet Prescription. It's a school that trains dogs to be therapy animals. It's run by Crystal Emery, the founder. They are based in El Cajon, California. We were able to see a demonstration at the Winton Heights Assisted Living Center in La Habra, California, and to see dogs in action. What does Pet Prescription do as far as training pets and matching pets with the right people?
Well, Pet Prescription Team is a full-service therapy organization in that we train people that have a dog, and we bring them through not basic training. They have to have down, sit, stay, and come before they come to us. And then we train them actually in a facility that they're getting the sights, sounds, and smells of either elderly, sick people, etc. So it is a family's dog that they're coming to us and saying, you know what, I want to give back to society or to the community, and I'd like to train my dog to go out and visit people. So these are people's actual family pet.
Describe the classes.
So the classes will entail approximately 8 weeks, but we usually go longer than that, depending on the dogs that are in the class. We may certify one dog and another dog will hold back because it's having some issues. We train them to leave it. We train them how to visit someone in a wheelchair, in a walker, that's bedridden, someone that maybe cannot see. So these are the things that the dogs are actually having to learn to deal with, so that safety is our primary thing, that we can have great dogs, but just an actual scratch can cause a problem maybe to someone that's ill. So those are some of the basic things that we work on in the classes.
Hi, Tiger.
So he was in at
Want to see it more? Come on, Tiger. Oh. Stop. Good boy.
What are you doing?
And she's tuned right in. We're just going to come to there. Did you see that way the dogs?
So, I was introduced to the class on training dogs to be therapy pets.
Stand up, count to 10. Release your dog. Okay. And reward out here. Oh, don't reward over there because you'll get that popping up and down and so you want to release out here and reward out here.
Okay.
So let's try that again.
Things all day long for you. She never seems to get the
Crystal.
Yes, ma'am.
Mom
Yeah.
still here?
My mom? Yeah, she's
Tell me
good,
about
yeah.
the There Is No Place Like Home program.
So There's No Place Like Home project was started and founded when I had gone into facilities and I would see people in their rooms, and I'd look in their room and it was a very dismal situation. And I would find out that basically they had what was given to them when they moved into the room, and that they didn't have the resources or the finances to go and purchase furniture, bedspreads, etc. So I found out that these people were basically, a lot of them that were dying, and I felt that that was tragic, that people would be put in a situation where they wouldn't be able to afford anything. So we began a project where we would find something from their past that they loved to do, and we would make themes in the rooms. Basically, our original one was a bowling theme. And so we would get items that would bring back those good memories. And so now we have included children's hospitals where kids are dying of cancer, that we go in and do theme rooms for the children, etc. So There's No Place Like Home is basically for people to make their rooms feel like home.
Straight, yes. Yes.
I don't see any of it. Did somebody else need it for you?
So always remember, guys, listen up real quick. When you're training your dogs, and you're training your dogs for this, whatever side in which the dog is on your body, make sure that that reward that you're training them with is on the same side that the dog is on. Otherwise, the dog's gonna curl in on you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what happens if we're needing the dog to be, we're needing the dog to be straight in that area, if you put the treat over here, the dog's gonna curl to see where that treat is. Now, mind you, we're not using treats for a lifetime. We're only using them right now to show where I want you. Shaping the behavior and then slowly stopping with those treats. Not quickly, but stopping at some point. Betty! Hello, Betty! So I'm going to tell you on this kind of setting that you need to be very aware of that you have control of your dog. So if you saw, I took my hand in here and I held on to it. I don't want my dog saying, oh, right on, that's great. Look at that blanket, and that is a great place to jump up. So I can still have that visit and that close visit, but I'm gonna gradually go up to the couch, and I'm gonna make sure Betty's aware I'm here because I don't want to startle her as well. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Great, and yours is easier because you can get down on your knees. Hey, Lucy. Say hi to Betty. There you go. There you go. And to be honest with you, this whole entire visit, when you have someone laying down or like you're visiting a hospital room, it's a very intimate situation, so you should be down very close to them. She likes that. It's less of what we had in there.
Then, we took the dogs for a tour of the assisted living facility and introduced them to the residents to demonstrate how they provide loving and healing.
Okay, so
I'm not sure you were here, so I'm going to repeat this. So, sit down. So, we never stand at the door. We always stand away from the door, allowing, it's okay, Barbara. Allowing one of the volunteers to press the button before we go up. The reason why is because it can be very frightening for anyone to open a door and have a pack of dogs standing there. So we try to be very respectful. Stay. So I'm going to push it. If by chance a gurney was in an elevator, if you were in a hospital, if by chance there's a resident in an assisted care facility, we always let them out before we get near the door. But if somebody wants to come on, we always ask them, would you have a problem if the dog's riding with you?
Especially this girl.
And the man beyond the standing man in that black chair loves dogs. His name's Dick.
He's still eating now.
Dick? The dog, oh, Dick is. We'll go to this lady.
This is an Australian Shepherd.
Hi. How are you? How you feeling?
Oh, a little tired.
Little tired? Oh.
I'm okay now, though.
So do you like dogs?
Oh, I like some of them.
Quiet ones? Huh? Do you like quiet ones?
Yeah.
Like this one?
Yeah, he looks like a nice one.
This is Hippie.
Yippee?
Hippie Skippy.
Yippee Skippy, huh?
Yeah.
What kind of dog is
She is, she's an Australian Shepherd, and she's 4 years, gonna be 4 years old. 4. And she, oh my, she loves you. You're a hit.
I'm quite old for that.
Have you ever had dogs before?
Not really.
No.
We used to have a little terrier, but that was about all. But didn't last too long. Oh, he's taking pictures.
This is a golden retriever. Get close. Whoops, come this way. Come this way, Lou.
A friend of mine has a dog.
Yeah?
Golden retriever.
You like the golden retrievers?
Yeah.
Come here, Lou. Come here. Come around. I'm going to move her around this way so you can see her better. Oh, there's some jelly on the ground.
Yeah,
there.
good choice there.
Is what?
There's a little bit of jelly on the ground.
When you see red on your dog, don't panic.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Okay.
I thought she was fixed.
So is this like your friend's golden?
Yeah.
Yeah, very much.
Same color or a little
No.
lighter?
He's red.
Yeah, he's red. Yeah, they come in all different shades. She's more blonde.
Michael,
Yeah.
is it like that color usually? Like her vest right here? This
No,
lady's
she's
vest? Like that?
She's a red-haired dog.
Yeah, red-haired dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay. You stay.
Very agitated, very angry, hitting all the caregivers. This is the first she said that he's calmed down and stopped. And you can see it's just like a transformation.
Right.
And that's what we find, that a lot of times that they can have a bad day. We don't know about it at all, and they can have a bad day, and then we come in and it just calms.
Where's that dog?
Well, say hi to the
Where
dog.
is that dog?
Look at
With food. I baited her. I bribed her.
Look at.
There you go.
Perfect.
Good. Good job. Stay.
Another one?
Another one.
Another one, yeah.
Yes.
Stay. Yes. Good. Stay. Good job. Very good job. Yeah. Lucy, wave. Wave.
Vanilla pudding
Wave.
or chocolate pudding?
You sit up against wave. That's it.
for
Wave.
God's sakes.
Wave.
Look at that.
Good job.
So one of the things that is so
difficult without training dogs in facilities. One of the things that they will never experience anywhere else is this close interaction with a patient with different smells. They're not going to have that anywhere else. They're going to get it here. When they train in a facility. So, you know, there's all sorts of weird things going on. These boot things, wheelchairs, smells, noises, agitation. So it's like a lot for these little dogs to experience in a very small area as well. So, and they're all handling it very well.
Was there still hope for us?
Oh, God, yeah, you did fine for not being here. Oh, come on, that was a lot to put your dog through.
Finally, at the end of the day, Pet Prescription founder Crystal Emery gives a recap.
You know, I just did tuck the I need my sunglasses. I'm gonna get them right. Don't do that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so guys, that was a really good visit. As you guys are, I mean, think about it. You guys have really done well. I mean, I think one of the things, your dog did fantastic.
Yeah, she did.
For not being here for a while, that dog did great. One of the things I want to say to you, and this is not to brag about Pet Prescription Team, but I have to say it. You know, you are able to realize what your dogs are around and the way they react. You were able to see we had an issue with an elevator, so you know you got to work on that. Sometimes you'll see if your dog eats things off the ground. That could be an issue, and you're not going to experience that unless you train in a facility. So that's one of the things that that I think you saw a lot today, and you were able to work through those things with your dogs, and that, to me, that's what it's all about. So, good job, guys. I will see you next week. Yay, we're getting there. We're getting there. So, good.
So that was my experience of pet prescription and dog therapy. It's amazing how dogs can be trained to provide so much love and healing, hence the phrase, unconditional love. Just recently, I was waiting in line for a movie at a mall, and a dog I was told was a therapy pet approached me and immediately took a liking to me. He let me pet him, and then suddenly he sat down in front of me and offered me his paw. In 2016, after 4 years of going dogless, a new dog joined our family. He was reportedly rescued on a beach in Huntington Beach, California by a rescue mission. We named him Pogo. He is very different from our previous dog, Murphy, in that he is generally not very comfortable being around other people. In fact, it took him some time for him to get used to me. Once he became comfortable with us, he is able to provide his own brand of sweetness and unconditional love. Pogo is not Murphy, but he has his own way of being a very loving addition to our family.